So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to dive into today includes Graphics Upgrade 3.0 news and features, PS5 Pro Ready Games evidence as we see more games seemingly are ready for the PlayStation 5 Pro whenever that drops. We're going to talk about that. And a big PlayStation 5 exclusive could be shown off at the Game Awards. First, yes or no, are you interested in the PlayStation 5 Pro or not? We're going to be talking about it today, obviously, but before that, I'm curious to see what the interest for the PlayStation 5 Pro is right now, because I've discussed this with several of you all across various videos. You guys are definitely interested, but I want to see where that changes over time as we approach this thing. So comment below yes or no if you're interested in the PlayStation 5 Pro or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the big PlayStation 5 exclusive that could be shown off at the Game Awards. So, Death Stranding 2 was first shown off last year at the Game Awards 2022 with a lengthy trailer. We haven't really gotten anything since, which seems to be a new trend for games like Silent Hill 2 as well. Hideo Kojima didn't take long to make Death Stranding 1, considering he created a new studio and created a new game and released it in a matter of 4 years, which is insane development time considering they just opened up a new studio again, started working on a new engine, which became the Decima engine, Guerrilla and Kojima Productions. But not only that, they made an entire game as well in 4 years. There's likely a chance that 2024 will be the release year of Death Stranding 2, considering the first game launched back in 2019. Now that we have that quick history out of the way, the latest information on this is that the official Game Awards account has seemingly teased something Death Stranding 2 related at the Game Awards show in a now deleted tweet. Kojima had a post up on X with the caption "mix," and it looked like he was editing something. The official Game Awards account replied to this with the eyes emoji. Now, there is no way that Jeff Keighley doesn't know or understand the community that when you put a response like that to a Kojima post that so close to the Game Awards, like, I don't know what he expected the response to be. Of course, people were going to be curious. Of course, people were going to be like, are you teasing something? Well, since this news started to spread, the post has now been deleted. I don't know what the point of that is. That post has been screen capped by myself and others on X. It's made its way around. Kojima also has been posting pictures up in recent memory about working on a trailer. So this has been ongoing for months, considering he revealed the game at the Game Awards last year. It makes a lot of sense to think that it might be there this year as well, hopefully with a release date. Before we get to the next story, we're almost at 100k, guys. So if you enjoyed the video so far and have been enjoying my videos, of course, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so yet, we're almost there. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation 5 Pro Ready Games. So, while we've been waiting for more leaks on the PlayStation 5 Pro, I started to notice a certain trend with Sony where they're putting out more and more of their first-party games with seemingly PlayStation 5 Pro Ready performance. So, Spider-Man 2, for example, dropped last month, and that game has various modes, but it all comes down to quality and performance, and depending on whether or not you put on support for 120Hz display and what you decide to do with the VRR settings, which includes an uncapped FPS mode. That's the focus here, the uncapped FPS mode. This obviously allows the game to run at higher than normal performance, but the performance in this mode on PlayStation 5 can also vary, and that will be noticed on the screen compared to the smooth mode that they have for VRR, which keeps it at a stable, lower performance FPS counter. Now let's look at Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. It will also have a fidelity and performance mode, but just like Spider-Man 2, it will also have an uncapped mode as well to run games at higher FPS counters. They did the same thing for other games too as well, like Last of Us Part 1 and God of War Ragnarok. These games with uncapped FPS modes on PlayStation 5 Pro could manage to keep more stable, higher FPS counts without any patches, considering the PlayStation 5 Pro will be a much more capable console. So that game running at 4K 30 but also has an uncapped FPS mode could possibly run at 4K maybe 40 something on PlayStation 5, but it varies, it goes up and down. But that game could also potentially run at 4K 60 or higher on the PlayStation 5 Pro with that uncapped mode. Obviously, this is also something that's beneficial to the PC as well, but it will also be beneficial to the PlayStation 5 Pro when that drops reportedly late next year, and I'm definitely ready for it. And it's obviously also going to look good if you have the PlayStation 5 Pro out there and you can just say, all of these games will also run at higher performance counters thanks to the PlayStation 5 Pro, so you could have that beautiful visual fidelity, but also higher FPS counts. That's a seller right there that you already have a bunch of games ready to do that. But you guys let me know if you've played any of Sony's games on PC or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, Graphics Upgrade 3.0 news. So FSR 3.0 or Fidelity Effect Super Resolution, which is an upscaling tool that we've talked about many times on the channel, we have yet to see the 3.0 version land on a console game. The big feature that has been the focus of FSR 3.0 has been frame generation, which we've talked about on the channel as well before. Frame generation is a tool that artificially creates images in between frames. I want to make that distinction. The frames are being generated by the engine while the images in between are being artificially made. So if you have a game that runs at 30 FPS but thanks to FSR upscaling it bumps its performance to 60 FPS, you can add frame generation to that equation and bump the image quality FPS counter to say, I don't know, 100 FPS, but the performance will still be around 60 FPS. So your latency won't get better because the actual performance itself isn't improving. It's just the image just looks like it's running at 100 FPS, so it provides you for a smoother image. That's frame generation. With that to the side, one of the first studios set to bring frame generation to consoles are the people behind Immortals of Avium, Ascendant Studios, who recently put up a recap of the upgrades they've brought to the game since launch and the promised updates they will bring, which includes FSR 3.0 for consoles. We still have no release date on that right now, but obviously I will be following this until it drops. But it's just nice to see them still commit to that, because there are people who doubt frame generation will be viable on consoles, but I've seen that thing run on weaker GPUs, so you can definitely optimize it for consoles. Of course, we're gonna have to wait and see, but again, it's nice to see the studio still commit to it and still put it out there that they will be bringing it to consoles. But you guys let me know if you even bought Immortals of Avium or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with bring on the reveals. Man, we're just getting closer and closer to the Game Awards. I'm excited for whatever we're gonna get there. It feels like it's been a while since Sony, did something big. So hopefully they do show out big at the Game Awards, with some big games over there. I'm hoping. Maybe I'm coping just a bit. But if you are excited for the potential reveals at the Game Awards, destroy the comment section with bring on the reveals, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.